Hello, welcome to Deb's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making you some machaca. I am using the holiday leftovers to make various dishes because, as you know, after Christmas or Thanksgiving you have tons of leftovers you don't know what to do with. So I'm going to give you some ideas on what you can do with your leftovers. And before I forget, if you like what's going on in my cocina, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and leave your comments so that we can get ideas on what kind of dishes you would like to see. Okay, the first thing I'm doing is turning up my heat to medium-high. I always want to start off in medium-high because you want to get that pan going. I'm going to put a little oil and enough to coat the bottom of the pan. And let that get heated up. Here's my leftover roast from the Mississippi roast I made yesterday. So I'm just doing a simple dice for my vegetables. I'm putting in some onion first because I want it to break down and saute. I told you how to cut onion. You can do it this way, but I want a bigger chunk. So I'm just doing this. Just make some cuts because the onion's in layers anyway. And then watch your fingers, no knuckles, and just cut a rough chop. And then we're going to put it to saute. You can hear it starting to heat up there. Okay, so just get your onions moved around. And it depends how much onion you like. It breaks down in here. And since I'm making it for my husband, he loves onion, I don't care. And I'm putting more. Then we're going to put a green bell pepper. And make sure you have a sharp knife. I have a knife sharpener when you're cutting up vegetables to make it easier. Just give it a quick couple of turns on your knife sharpener. Make it easier. And I just cut off the top, pull out the middle, and cut it in half. Then I'm just going to make some, usually you can do it on this side, it's usually easier. It's really simple to make machaca. Everybody loves machaca in my family. The boys especially. Has that bell pepper onion taste, like kind of like Philly steak if you would, in a egg mix. So I'm going to roughly chop up this. Now it's all dependent. Some people could put chili in here if you want, but I don't. You can put tomato in here, which I might, because it does add good flavor. Machaca is basically from the region of Mexico, and you can put whatever you like. And then I have this handy dandy. I think I'm going to put one tomato, just a little bit, to give it some flavor. And when I'm doing my vegetables, I like to salt them. So I'm going to add some kosher salt in there. Some cracked pepper. Because it gets the seasoning right into the vegetables and doesn't get mixed up with the meat. The meat already has its own seasoning because I cooked it seasoned. Okay, now we have the tomato. This rough chop. I'm going to add in my tomatoes, all chopped up. So basically this is all to it, all there is to it. You want to get your vegetables really soft about 5 minutes before you add in the meat. Because when we add in the meat, we want to crisp it up. And we're ready to add the eggs. And we don't want our vegetables to be raw. If you have eggs now, when you bite into it, it's going to be raw. So we're going to soften them till all your vegetables are soft, and that'll be about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. While your vegetables are softening, go ahead and shred up your favorite cheese. I use sharp cheddar. You could use pepper jack, any kind of cheese you like. It's all to your preference. Jack cheese is popular, but I like to use sharp cheddar because of the flavor. Okay, you can see the vegetables are starting to soften. So while this is, you don't want to waste time, so while this is going on, This is when you get all the other stuff ready, the cheese. I have eggs over here. I'm gonna crack. I have 6 in there already. I think I'm gonna do eggs for this, 8 for this amount. So get your whisk. Whisk up those eggs really good. Don't just throw them in their hole like that. It doesn't look pretty. You want it to look presentable as well. So whip it up a little. Then we add some more salt. Season your eggs before. More cracked pepper. I like black pepper. Okay, and whisk it up a little more. Our eggs are ready to go. Okay, take this opportunity to wash your hands again because you're going to be touching the meat. And I just touched eggs and I don't want to touch the meat when I touch the eggs. And use your handy dandy towel, which is very pretty. So here's my roast. This was a Mississippi pot roast. It has pepperoni chilies in it. Peppers. Excuse me, I took my glasses. And it also has mushrooms. So basically, you're going to just get this shredded meat and kind of shred it because it's still chunky. You're going to shred as much as you want to put into your dish. See, you can see the mushrooms in there. That's going to be a nice addition. And the pepperoni. I'm going to add a little bit garlic powder in there. Usually I have garlic, Lawry's seasoning, garlic salt around it. So this is just as good. As you can see, the vegetables are caramelized. I'm going to turn up the heat because I don't want juice in here. I want it to evaporate and I want the meat to start getting a little crisp. Okay, I think it's ready for our eggs. So I'm just going to distribute it here where I can pour my eggs over the top of it. And it's still on medium high. And what I'm going to do now is I want to move my eggs around in here with, I don't want it to get burnt on, so I'm going to start moving it towards the center. You don't have to really stir it that much. Just kind of keep moving it towards the center. So your eggs will be soft and not rubbery. Okay, so you see the eggs, it's getting like firm. When you see it getting firm like that, then you're ready for your first turn. And unless you're, so I like, just flip it over. See how nice and yellow, it's not burnt. I don't like overcooked eggs. Okay, your eggs are ready. And don't overcook them because they're going to still cook while even when you turn it off. So I'm going to turn it off now. I'm going to add my cheese over the top. Lots of cheese. You don't stir in the cheese. You cover it. You remove it from the heat. And when by the time you're ready for breakfast, because I'm going to make a side of fried potatoes, by the time you get ready to eat, you'll have a nice melted machaca. So I hope you're going to enjoy this. I'll be back in a minute just to let you see the outcome. Our machaca is ready. Doesn't that look yummy? This is, I made some hash brown. I make a nest of hash browns to place it on. So I'm going to get a serving out. Put it on top of your hash browns. Add a little more. Okay. Then we're going to put some avocado on here. Okay, so peel your avocado. I cut it in fours. Then I just take it out and slice it. Arrange it nice. You have some nice salsa to go with it. You can put some of the salad supreme to your liking. And you are set. Okay, so we're ready to serve this up, and my husband's eagerly awaiting. So I'm just going to hit it with a little salsa. And I'm going to remind you, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. That's how I get my ideas. Have a nice day. God bless you.